see the videos. Okay, I am recording this. I will also upload the same on the YouTube. So you will get a chance to see both of it. Okay. So for the next 15-20 minutes, I will finish with my topic, and then any other questions are there, you can then ask. So kindly, all of you, I request you to mute so that any noise is there, it can be cancelled, and only I will be talking. Right. Okay. I am going to share the screen. If the screen is not visible, kindly let me know so that I will.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are able to see the screen.
Yes, you are seeing the screen. Very nice. Good. So, management research methods. See, we have 6 modules, and these things have been already discussed in the previous sessions. 2 modules we have completed, and third module we are in the scales of measurement, classification of scales and criteria for good measurement we have completed. We are going to discuss today on questionnaire design and types, file reliability, validity, Cronbach, alpha. So these are the things that we are going to discuss today. Data collection, primary and secondary data, quantitative and qualitative study, we will discuss it later. Why I have normally all these things I put as videos in the YouTube, but this questionnaire design, I have brought it and I am discussing it in the Zoom live class is because it appears every year in the examination. Therefore, even if you listen to this a bit, you will be able to understand what it is, what is the role of the questionnaire, and write something. Because this, when I was evaluating the paper, some people I wanted to give marks, but I am unable to give marks because there is no answers. Purely empty paper people have given, not our college. I was evaluating, I don't even know which college, but I must tell you that there is nothing in the paper which can help me give marks to them. So unless a student decides to help a teacher cannot help the student. Therefore, you must write something in the paper. And these are all the sessions which will help you. If you pay attention, you don't even have to study. If you can pay attention, take this in your mind, it will help you to write your exams better. Right. Questionnaire design and types, as I told you, is a sure shot question. Every time you will get this. Okay, we discussed in the video itself what is questionnaire. See, questionnaire is generally something like you are given in a hotel. When you go to a hotel, after finishing your food, I use this example time and again. You are given a feedback form. In the feedback form, they ask you, how is the food that you have taken? Very good, not good, not at all good, very bad, etc. And they ask you, how is the price? Price is very high, price is medium, okay, or price is very low and very good. The price is giving a value for the product or the food that you ate. Then how is the ambience? How is the service? How are the people behaving with you? And how is the whatever, etc., etc. So many factors they ask you, and they give you all smileys, etc. This is nothing but taking a feedback from a customer. Always feedback from customers are very important because customers will otherwise not come to a outlet unless they are satisfied. If a customer is not satisfied, the customer will not come to the shop or the hotel or to the business establishment again. So, customer is very it plays a very integral part, and therefore, in order to measure the behavior, we don't have any other instrument. See, for measuring a weight, physical weight, you have a physical weight or physical balance. In order to measure a height, you may have a scale. That is, if you go to the hospital or somewhere, they measure how much 5.7 inches and weight 68 kilograms. But for measuring inner emotions, inner feelings, you don't have anything except questions. You have to ask a person. Suppose you come across a person and that person is face you are seeing is not okay. So you ask the person, you seem to be sad. You look to be very sad. What is the reason? Then the person tells you, I have not got my, lunch. I have not taken my lunch, or I have not got this, or I have missed my bus, or I have failed in an examination, or I have lost my job, or whatever. So many reasons are there for a person to be happy, and that many reasons are there for them to be sad as well. So unless you ask a person, you cannot find out. So how are you going to ask a person? Simply like that, you may ask a person, that is informal question. But formally also you can ask a person, that is called as a questionnaire, which is concerned with the research, right? So this is the basic introduction of what research is. The British statistician and anthropologist Sir Francis Galton in the early 1900s found for the very first time how to do this. So characteristics of a good questionnaire, functions of a good questionnaire, types, these all things we have seen it in the previous video, which is uploaded on the Imperial Institute of Advanced Management YouTube channel. So simply have to write Imperial Institute of Advanced Management in the YouTube, you will get all the videos, right? So the previous one I have already uploaded. Presently, we are going to talk about questionnaire reliability. Then what is Cronbach alpha? These are all there in your syllabus. That's the reason I'm saying. What is questionnaire validity? Then questionnaire for various studies. Then what do you mean by pilot testing? Right. Just a minute. I'm getting a lot of noise. So I will try to mute everybody. I'm just searching for the mute. There is this mute here. Input control. Okay. How to accept all requests? I have to. Just a minute. Okay. Right. For some reason, I am unable to mute. If I request you all, there is some noise coming, kindly mute it so that we can go with the subject fast. Right. Questionnaire reliability. Reliability is the first questionnaire reliability. Questionnaire reliability is refers to the consistency of measurement. For example, sorry, I will first read through what it is and then I will tell you. Reliability refers to the consistency of measurement. Reliability test should yield similar or consistent results every time it is administered. Factors affecting reliability are number of items, variability, situation, and circumstances when questionnaire is administered. The very important aspect of a questionnaire is that you will have to uh, ask each time the questionnaire when you circulate it among the respondents or the people who are answering the questions, they will have to give more or less the same type of answers. For example, you and your friend go to a hotel, you have some masala dosa, then you come back from the hotel, you ask your friend and he asks you or she asks you, how do you feel that dosa? And both of you share a common opinion, point of view, that the dosa was fabulous, fantastic, it was very nice, I have had a dosa of my life. Like that, you claim everything. Then this is, let's say, in the morning. By evening, you are discussing, and then you say to that other person, the dosa we had in the morning was the worst of my life. I never had a dosa like this, miserable dosa. Can you change your opinion like that? How can it change? It cannot change so easily, right? Once you have made a opinion, the opinion remains the same. Similarly, the questionnaire must contain a question which is so clear and very logical and should not be in any confusing manner, that you are able to answer the same answers every time the question is shot at you. That is called reliability of a questionnaire. Okay. So if you are not able to understand, if I am a bit fast, don't worry. This recording will be again sent to you, and it will also be sent to the Imperial YouTube channel. You can have a look at it. So this is what we mean by reliability. Now let's go to the Cronbach alpha. So how do we measure the reliability? As I told you, how do you measure a weight of a human being? Through the weighing scale. You may say this person weighs 56 kilograms. That person is weighing 72 kilograms. Then how do you measure reliability. Okay, as I told you, reliability of a questionnaire means consistency. How well the questions are answered by the respondents and how many times the respondent is giving the same answer for the question. I gave you the example. For the same masala dosa, one day you are saying it is very good, the other time you are saying it is very bad. It means it is inconsistent. It means your reply is not proper. Your reply is biased. Biased means you are changing your reply. It is the problem is not with your reply. Maybe the problem is with the dosa itself, which means the question itself is a problem. It is confusing you. One time you are giving an answer, another time you are giving a different answer. So how to measure the reliability? The reliability is measured using a tool called as Cronbach. Cronbach is a person, and he invented in the 1950s a way, a formula how to measure the consistency of the question. That is called alpha. Cronbach's alpha. Alpha is a Greek word. Okay, all right. So in English we have A, B, C, D, like that. In Greek they will have alpha, beta, gamma, sigma, theta, etc. You would have studied it in your PU and other. If you were an engineering graduate, you would have studied it there, right? So it is a measure of internal consistency. That is called reliability. It is applicable for Likert scale based questionnaire. Again, here Likert means the same type. I will just show you what Likert means by opening up here. I'll just show you 1 minute. Here, okay, see here, you can see, I hope you are able to see the scale, right? Role clarity, work related, there is a statement, then SAANDSD, which means strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. You can see this here. I hope you are all able to see this. This is called Likert scale.
Sorry, sir, we are not able to
Not
see
able
what
to
you told
see.
us.
Yes, yes, yes.
We are not able to. Sorry.
Just again. Now
Yeah,
you are
okay,
able
sir.
to
Yes.
see. Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
Okay. Likert scale means, as I have highlighted, you are able to see strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. This is the scale that the SA is captured here. A, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. So related to my work, there are some statements. I am able to plan and complete my work. Strongly agree, agree, disagree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree, like that. So these are this is what you call as Likert scale. Likert was a person, so he introduced a scale in order to measure. See, for example, low role clarity. Everybody gets into a job, but they are not fully clear what is the job or what is the role that they have to play. So there are some questions that is testing whether they have understood the role well or not. I have clear planned goals and responsibilities for my job. If you feel you have it, then you will put strongly agree. Otherwise, if you are doubtful, you will put neutral. If you don't have, you will put strongly disagree. I am aware of the customer expectations. I can relate to the importance of my job as to the overall vision or mission of the organization, like that. So performance related, my set targets are achievable. If you believe that your targets are achievable, you will put strongly agree. Otherwise, this is what we call as Likert scale. So now we will come back to our original discussion. So Likert based questionnaire. So this is expressed between 0 to 1. For example, not the Likert scale I am saying. Likert scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Cronbach alpha is expressed between 0 to 1. Say for example 0.6, 0.7, 0.85, etc. What is the acceptable range of values? 0.7 or 0.95. Okay. Now, I am going to show you how the Cronbach alpha is calculated in SPSS software. Okay, so just a minute. Yeah, I hope you are able to see the SPSS software here. Now, these are all the questions that is coded now. From here, you can see question 1, question 2, question 3. You are able to see. What are these questions? What I have shown you in the Likert scale, that performance related we were. So that is it. Now, I want to run a Cronbach alpha to test. Okay, please observe me carefully. I want to run a Cronbach alpha in order to test if the people who have answered correctly, meaning consistently, or whether they have changed their opinions time and again, or whether they have told the same thing. For example, today we are conducting a class, and let us say who are all there, and there are some 8 participants: Aditya, Anjali, Arun, Mr. Arun, Miss Geeta, Kavanashri, Kishore, etc. So many participants are there. Now I am asking the participants, or someone else is asking, how do you see the class? Was the class useful to you? You say it is useful. Then tomorrow morning the same question is asked, was yesterday's class useful to you? Then you say, no sir, not at all useful to us. Sir did not cover the points that we expected to cover. He covered things that were not in the syllabus. The subject did not progress. Something you say which is contradictory to what you are saying today, that is called inconsistency. If in questionnaire, if you are having inconsistency, your results, your prediction will be inaccurate. Inaccurate means reliability iralla. Iga, you just in case someone, you are asking someone whether see, if you say two things at two different times, can anybody predict whether what you are saying is right or wrong? No one can predict, because you yourself, you are not sure what you are saying, right? That is why you will have to test for consistency, and this is a formula how you will test for consistency. It's actually a very big formula in statistics, but the softwares like SPSS that you are seeing on the screen helps you to come out with it in a matter of no time. Right now, what do we do is very simple. Go to analyze, right? Go to analyze here. Then don't worry about all these things. You may not know it right now. I will take a separate class only for this. I will take once the college and other things resume. If by the time we are all fit and fine and everything goes well, I will conduct this class before you go for the project works and your 4th semester dissertation. It will be useful. Don't worry. We go to scale. Scale means nothing but questionnaire, or otherwise you call it as instrument. These are the 3 words: scale they say, or they say questionnaire, or they say instrument. It means one and the same. It's not different from one another. So scale they call it, otherwise they call it a questionnaire, or they call it as a measuring instrument. Okay, instrument means not just the physical instrument. This questionnaire, what we are talking is in the research parlance, in the research area, called as instrument. Okay, now you go to scale. What you can see is reliability analysis. There are other things, multi-dimensional. These are all not required for us. We go to the reliability scale analysis. So you click the reliability. Now you get a checkbox. You get a box. Now what do you do is, you are having questions. Okay, you are having questions. Now we want to find out whether the person who is answered the questions have answered it consistently. Again, I am telling you, consistency means answering the same thing twice, thrice, 4 times, the same answer, not different answers. That is called consistency. So we will try to now add all these questions, right? We will now take these questions. How many questions are there? 20 questions are there. So all these 20 questions is now transferred to the items, right? Then I go to statistics. I don't think all these things are necessary at this point of time. We will continue, right? So here you see this here model. If you see in the model, if you are observing where my you can see alpha. There are other formulas also: split half, Gutman, parallel, strict parallel, etc. But we are not talking of it. Cronbach alpha is the one we want, because that is in your syllabus. Okay. Now I say okay. Good. So we got the results. Now you can see. Now you please see, you just leave the first box. The first box N says 150. 150 means there is 150 samples collected. Now you see this reliability statistics. Cronbach alpha is 0.892. Number of items, that means number of questions that we introduced. If you see, analyze, reliability analysis, you see the number of questions, there are 20. That is what is this 20. This 20 is the same. This 20 is the same. Right. Okay. So 1 minute. So what is the Cronbach alpha? Cronbach alpha is 0.892 for the 20 questions. Now we go to the, I am going to now share the original PPT. You see, what is the acceptable range of values? 0.7 to 0.95. I have highlighted it. So what does this mean? Cronbach alpha here, as far as that questionnaire is concerned, is 0.7 to 0.95, which means, I will just again share it. You can see. Here you can see, here in this, I will copy this, then I will Mm. 1 minute. This screen has not got shared. 1 minute. I don't know if my screen is getting shared. 1 minute. Just a minute. Yeah. Okay. So here we are able to see the Cronbach alpha reliability statistics. Cronbach alpha is 0.89167. Okay. Now, is this value okay? Does that mean that our questionnaire is reliable? Does it mean that it is consistent? Does it mean that all people who have answered it almost always the same answers that we expect of them, right? This is called reliability, and the tool or the formula is called Cronbach alpha in order to find it. Right, now we go back to this thing. So I hope you have understood the idea of Cronbach alpha. Next we will go to the questionnaire validity. So validity of the questionnaire means refers to the integrity of the measure. In other words, does the measure truly measure what it intends to? Content, phase, criterion, these are all some of the validities. See, simply, in order to put in a simple language, validity means whether the question what you wanted to ask. See, you wanted to find out whether the coffee that the person drank in the hotel was good. Now you are, instead of asking coffee, was it fine? You are asking, is the idli that you took, is it fine? So you are asking something else. You will not get the right answer. You want to measure something, but the question that you are asking is entirely different. This is called validity of the questionnaire. So when you ask something else which you don't want to measure, then the questionnaire is invalid. Okay, this is called the validity. Then comes various types of questionnaire. Language, the questionnaire is, there are 3 types of questionnaire. I just have some 2 or 3 minutes, I will finish it. Then I will throw open for, that's why I'm going a bit faster. Questionnaire, structured questionnaire, semi-structured questionnaire, unstructured questionnaire. So when do you have these questionnaires? When the study is large, quantitative, and it is a business to consumer, you call it structured questionnaire. So how then you collect the data? Either you collect it through mail or Google form, Survey Monkey, Mentimeter. These all things are, these days you cannot go out, travel and meet people because you will get corona. Therefore, you will have to stay at home and use all the technology that is at your disposal in order to collect the questionnaires. So when it is semi-structured, it means moderate data. You don't need large data. Large data means anything more than 500 samples you want to collect, right? What do you mean by samples, sir? For example, in our, I'll just show you. In this data, you can see I am scrolling down totally. You can see that there are 150, you can see there are 150 samples that this questionnaire has collected, right? That is what is being uploaded. So like that, if your data is called large, then it means it must have anything like 500 samples. The questionnaire that we saw was a 150 sample questionnaire. It belongs to a moderate data. It is not very high. So then this is done usually for some quick investigation, preferably business to business investigation, B2B. You can use telephone, face-to-face, mail, Google Forms. Then the last one is small or qualitative, which is unstructured basically. So you could use a fixed long duration phone call, or you could go for focus group with 5 to 6 members, or you may go to, Delphi technique, right? Okay. So this is this thing. The last one, questionnaire. What do you mean by pilot testing of the questionnaire? So pilot testing of a questionnaire means when you are deciding to conduct a large scale research, let us say 500 or 1000 people, you want to distribute the questionnaire and ask their opinion about particular product, service, or anything that you would want to ascertain. You will want to find out whether the questionnaire is okay or not. For example, simply when you go to your washroom or your restroom, you want to take a bath and the hot water is there in the bucket, you first touch it mildly and or you pour a little on your fingers to find if the heat is okay or it's not too hot, it's not boiling hot. So without testing it, if you would pour on yourself and let's assume, God forbid, that it is a very boiling hot water, what will happen to your body? So similarly, when you are distributing the questionnaire, if there are any flaws in it, any flaws means anything that is wrong, that is, that needs to be corrected, but you have sent to all the 1000 people and they have replied, it is not wise that, you go back again to them. People don't have time to keep repeatedly answering your questions. So first time when you send it, you must ensure that it's all the challenges, the problems, the words, the phrases, everything is taken care of. So how will you do it? By doing a sample, small sample, some 10 or 15 people you identify and you send the questionnaire to them. Then they come back to you saying, sir, the gender is missing. Sir, the name column is not there. Sir, this particular thing I am not able to click at all. Sir, this is a problem. Sir, that is a problem. Madam, this is a problem. Madam, that they come with all sorts of problems. Then you understand that you failed to include this question, or you have added that question, which was a repeated question, something like that. This will be eradicated in the pilot study, that is in the 10 or 15 samples that you take. After that, you can send it for a larger. So what is the pilot test used for? Whether the questions are properly worded, whether the questions are placed in the order, logical sequence, are the questions easy and clear to understand, and is there any need for additional questions? So these are the 4 reasons why pilot testing must be done. After the pilot testing, you go for a large scale sampling, meaning you distribute it to some 500,000 members, collect the data, and then you start to do a data analysis. So this forms the very important part of your chapter. And this questionnaire, particularly Cronbach alpha, what is the validity and reliability of the questionnaire? What do you mean by Cronbach alpha? What do you mean by pilot testing? Is often repeated question. Every year, the questions keep reappearing in the examinations. Bangalore University, your final examinations I'm talking about. Therefore, kindly see this video again on the YouTube. If you have any doubts, you can ping me on the WhatsApp. For now, I will stop the screen share. Anything is there, you may ask me. Otherwise, we can say goodbye to the class, right? Okay. So any questions are there? I am opening up now for questions quickly but I have only about 6 minutes. Any questions are there? I would be happy to answer. Mr. Kishore, have you understood?
No, sir.
Have you understood? No question?
Yes. No question, sir.
Okay. Anjali? No questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Arun?
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Arun? Right. Ms. Geeta?
Sir, in SPSS tool, can you please show which are the parameters based upon which we do questionnaire? I mean, this on the left hand side there was like all the parameter kind of like age and some certain parameters were there.
Right. I will quickly show this and see there are two portions of the SPSS. One is the data view, other one is called variable. This is the variable view. Variable view, you have gender, age, education, experience. I am able to click, you will be able to see on the screen share. Then after that, the questions start. What I will do is, in the next class, I will teach you how we will enter the values in the SPSS. The same data, I will take it and I will tell you how we have entered this. Okay, then it will be easier for you to understand. Is that fine?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah, because now we don't have time for that. Is that what your question is? How did I enter? Is that your question?
Sir, actually you selected option like business analytics, something, again you selected one option and you moved to that on the right hand side, that I wanted to see.
Oh, you want me to go back to that screen so that you will tell me what? Oh yeah, 1 minute. I'll screen share. Yeah, now please tell me what did I do? The other one.
Sorry, you went for analyze option.
Analyze. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just analyze. Go to scale.
You selected reliability analytics.
Then I go to reliability analysis. Then I sent all the questions from here. I will now reset. Okay, I will reset. Now everything has come here. I am only selecting the questions because that is what I have asked the people. Okay. I am selecting the questions. 20 questions are there. You see this button?
Yeah.
I press like this, it goes there. That's all.
Okay.
Now what I want.
What about that, all the options that which is above the question, sir, in this left hand pane? In the left hand side,
these other options.
What is
these other options is the people who have answered this question, whether they are male or female, that is gender. Okay. What is the age group they are in? What is
the question are based upon those parameters? I guess.
Exactly. What is their experience? All these things, right? So the people who have answered are either male or female. The people who have answered are in different age group categories. That is between 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 years and above. The people who have answered these questions have different educational qualifications. Some people have done graduation, some people are postgraduate, some people are doctorates or PhDs. Their number of years of working experience is different. Okay, that is what this is. Okay. I will enter it next time and then I will show you, which will help you, to understand this better.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Kavanashri?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope you have understood.
Yeah, sir.
Right. Okay. Then I think the time is up. Almost it's just a minute or so. Shall we say bye? Then I will upload.
Okay. Yes, sir.
You can see it. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Stay home. Stay safe. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.